STAKK Nation, welcome back to the channel.
Champions.
Just in case you've been living under a rock, just in case you do not know, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to remind you that we are at war. Okay?
Don't say that lightly, man.
What do you mean?
Boom, 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 explosion.
Oh, yes. How could I even forget that? We are at war. But I'm not referring to the war that you're thinking about. I'm talking about financial war. Because that other one is not a war. But let's not even go down that road. I'm talking about major financial war, Double O. I don't know, man. How has the gas station been feeling to you recently, Double O?
Well, the Tesla is saving me from the gas station. And then I did a car upgrade, which for some reason the newer cars don't use as much gas, which I'm happy about.
Is that what they said?
But the prices, though, it's premium gas is like $4.39.
$4.39 for premium gas.
I used to pay $1 for that crap.
In a country that can produce gas by itself.
Yes, sir.
In the country that should be self-sustainable. In the leading economy. $4 for gas.
Yep.
How did it make you feel?
I hate going to the gas station. I'll say that for sure.
Well, listen, most Americans are feeling that way. But the good news is, I think most people are rising because we have a reaction video for you today. Have you seen this one before? Do you know this guy?
Oh, I love Ian. I follow him all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I think this is Coco. Is it Clothing? Cancel Clothing on X?
No, Ian is on another level, man. I'm just praying that is around with us for much longer, because the kind of stuff it talks about are the kind of stuff that unalive a lot of people.
Well, listen, man. They say from dust we came and to dust we shall return.
So you must fight while you're alive.
Should you be unalived, know that you die fighting for something great.
Yes, sir.
It is better than thee who die for no reason.
True that.
Some people die just trying to cross the road.
True.
Because they were running away from the truth.
Which actually goes to the topic, David versus Goliath. David fought for something.
Let's run this thing.
You know how you actually eat the rich? You know, the kind of people that run BlackRock, the kind of people that run Boeing. These kind of people speak one language, and that language is money. So if you actually want the ruling class to listen to what you're saying, you need to hit them where it hurts. And it's not in their bank account. It's in their brokerage accounts. The top 1% own more than 53% of the stock wealth in America. People like this don't keep their money in a bank account. They keep it in assets like stocks, bonds, property, and all sorts of other shit. These are the people responsible for the destruction of the middle class, for your wealth going down, for your grocery prices going up, for your jobs.
Do you now know who the opponent is when I say we are at war? What are your thoughts on this so far, sir?
A lot. This is not my first time saying this, by the way.
Okay.
And I have a lot to say about this reaction. First of all, we've always been telling you on this channel that you must follow the money.
Okay.
Enough crap talking about, oh, I want to get rich, I'm going to go save. You cannot save your way to riches. But you go take financial education and they teach you, the system teaches you, put it in the 401k, put it in the Roth IRA. But do you realize that you're actually making them a lot much richer in the process? The system?
So they put the money in a 401k or they put it in a Roth IRA. How does that make the system richer?
Because they run the institutions that maintain your 401k and your Roth IRA. They charge you a fee, no matter if the market goes down or goes up.
Yeah.
Right? So forget putting your money in the bank. That we know for sure. We've told you guys that. The bank sometimes will not even give you a chance to go to get your money out. But you go put it in these systems where they control, but they still benefit from it at the end of the day. You get your money out of your Roth IRA, right? If you get it out too early, you get a fee, including your 401k as well.
Taxed on it massively.
But you also get charged a regular fee for actually having a 401k account that most people are not paying attention to.
Yeah. The fees are never ending. That's for sure.
Fees everywhere. If it's not taxes, it's fees.
And honestly, a 401k as well, it seems to me that it's a scam. It is very clear that it is a scam because I have not met one person before who retired on a 401k, living a desirable lifestyle that
I'll give you a good example.
aspire.
I'll give you a good example.
To live.
I know somebody very close to me
Yeah.
that was going to retire.
Yes.
Millions in the account,
Yes.
right? What happened to them? Stock market. Market crashes.
Stock market rolled it back.
So now you got to go back to work
Yes.
and work as a consultant and work maybe 2 or 3 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to be retiring. You've worked all your life for this.
And even if you try to say, and that's the thing, because okay, say they get to a point where it is time to retire, and they're like, hey, maybe they were planning to pull out those millions of dollars this year, but then the stock market pulls back, and then they try to withdraw that money, and then they're also getting taxed on top of it.
Oh, by the way, there's also a science for pulling out. You can only pull out so much in a year.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But it's your money. What if you want to pull it
Oh
out
no!
right now?
Come on, it was your money all your life since you created it. But you got to give it to the assistant. David versus Goliath.
This is a problem, and this is what we are fighting. Except we are David, and we are David in this situation, right? How are we going to take back control of our money? This is crazy. Let's play it.
Going away. And to a lot of normal people, the stock market seems like this separate thing that doesn't affect your life. But that is not true. Whether or not the stock market affects your life, because you may or may not be invested in it, the stock market affects the ruling class's life. And the ruling class use the manipulated, corrupt stock market to continually siphon wealth out of the bottom of America up into their bank accounts. And they do this by giving their money to their buddies that use all kinds of complex financial fuckery to manipulate markets,
Derivatives.
to cheat, to insider trade, and they let the politicians and the regulators in.
That pulls. I thought it was one eye. No, it's both eyes that are out. Damn, y'all.
Yo. Yo, Dan Crenshaw.
People are funny, man. People are wrong for
The
that.
internet is amazing, man. Blind ass. This is how Dan Crenshaw reads the bills of right. But listen, this guy is correct, though. This guy is very right here. The manipulation that is happening in the market is something that we all just need to respond to it accordingly, okay, based on what we're seeing is happening. You see, the stock market is a massive scam. It's no longer a questionable matter. Just like you were describing there with the 401ks, there is evidence back to back to back showing that this thing does not work mathematically. It is a scam. Okay?
Option trading.
When I think about the amount of money that I've lost while option trading, okay,
I mean,
I say to myself, if I had just bought Bitcoin and just waited, I'll be in a much better place right now. Okay, I'm sure there's some Bitcoiners who are gonna go, well, we told you so. Whatever.
oh, man. Fuck
Whatever.
with that Tether and Gamma, you'll find out.
Now, the point in time when I realized that I cannot genuinely mess with this market anymore, because for me, the stock market has always been like this thing where people go, oh, there is manipulation, but I'm like, but it's probably not that bad. It's probably just like a sector. But I'll tell you this. On the day when I woke up and I saw that I was up on GameStop, I was up on AMC, especially AMC. And I could no longer pull out.
Cited coming for Neo.
I was shocked, flabbergasted, blown beyond belief. As I sat there and saw with my own eyes, as every time I tried to sell, it was halted. Did you try selling?
My money's still there. It's down at 90-something%.
Halted. Okay? I shut down my computer. I was like, maybe you should restart this thing. That's probably what it is. Halted. Okay?
They just did it again, a week or two ago.
Do you have a friend who you can call to halt the market?
I ain't got that kind of money, but they do.
Halted. It's all we see. So I think from that point in time, anyone should have come to realize that, hey, this thing is not a free market. When they say it's gambling, yes, it is gambling.
It's gambling.
It is gambling of the highest form, except it's just rigged against you. Because the gambling here is really the fact that they're doing these insane things with the hopes that no one will catch them. Why do you need all these manipulative instruments to trade a fair market?
Derivatives, dark pools.
You know, I've come to realize that these people cannot close out. You cannot just make this GameStop thing disappear. They are short more than the amount of shares that exist. So one way or another, this thing has to be closed down. I've decided that I'm going to buy GameStop. This is the only thing other than Bitcoin. And I'll not sell it. Just because I just want to be part of the revenge.
A rebellion.
Yeah.
Actually, from my point of view, I think we have to exit this system. Like, I've really stopped buying stocks. Like, before I would be DCAing my stocks, trying to recover them. I'm like, why am I trying to recover a manipulated market that I don't have control of? It's not my company. It's not like I'm the CEO of AMC that keep diluting everybody's shares. You know, I can't win this fight. Mm-hmm. So my strategy has just been Bitcoin and trading crypto.
Hey, there we go.
I'm done. Like say, you got to take the fight to them.
Yeah.
Exit their system.
Exactly.
Just holding on to my Bitcoin.
And I think what you just said there is very important. Take the fight to them, exit the system. And this is what is very important. You want to get there before they get to you. What do I mean by that? What I mean by this is when times are changing, when things are changing, you want to take action before the things that you are worried about essentially exact their whatever it is that they have on you.
You said that at the beginning of this video. We are at war and a lot of people are not responding.
Yes. Well, some of them are responding by crying on TikTok. If you're crying on TikTok, stop it. Okay. Yeah.
The TikTok matter is another thing though.
What's that?
And I think that's one of the reasons why they're trying to ban TikTok, because people are starting to connect the dots. You know, the internet actually decentralized information. Because at one point, you had to pay a lot of money to get access to education from the top-notch people. The internet allows you to get all of that information for free. Then social media was supposed to be a propaganda, or they can use it to control you, which they did for a while. But now we have TikTok and X that is now decentralizing that even more, which is now giving the information to you and I to give to the people instead of through a centralized portal to the world. So people are responding like, you think money is not going to get decentralized as well? So that because the reason why we put money in the stock market in the first place is so that we can create value. Because of inflation, taxes is eating away at it. So we put our money in the stock market to have more value so that your money don't die like what's going on in the banks.
We have captured the narrative. Okay, we're controlling the narrative now. And these people are losing, like sore losers. Let's finish this video.
Then on the gains so that the whole wheel keeps on turning. Everyone just looks the other way. That's why what is happening with GameStop matters to everyone. Whether or not you're invested in GameStop, whether or not you care about the stock market. What is going on with GameStop right now and for the last 3 years is regular people using their corrupt rules against them because they got caught with their PP in the grinder. And I'm sorry, but if you're going to cheat regular people out of their money every single day for decades, you can't whine when we use the exact same market mechanics that you use to steal our money and our livelihoods to win a trade.
I'll say this about this. He said there, notice this is the everyday person, okay, using their own rules against them, using their own system against them, okay? The fact of the matter is, we are looking at a bunch of people who were once upon a time smart, facing a new generation who is smarter on a different level, okay? The same systems that they put in place are the same systems that everyone else is using to screw them over because... You see, I think what is wrong with this group of people is a level of arrogance, thinking that society will not figure out these things.
All it takes time.
Someone told me something at the beginning of 2024. They said 2024 is a year of truth. They were absolutely spot on right.
My son will say solar eclipse.
Yes. Interestingly, Cat Williams also said the same thing at the same point. He said 2024, they're getting exposed. And you can see, whether it's in the music industry, banking industry, they're all getting exposed. Okay. And I'll also say it is very important to recognize and keep track of these records, especially when these people are losing, because what we are seeing here is that we have shown up on equal footing. Okay, man, this is so incredible. I wish I had added that Craig Williams video here, because he was like, hey, on paper, these people look like they're the better team, but let's get up on the line, and I promise you that will not matter.
You know what's so funny about this though?
What's that?
Is that those that are actually getting hammered, some of them are actually helping empower.
Yes, but that's the best scam now. When you are defending your own victimizer, it's incredible. But you see what happened here, especially with this Roaring Kitty situation, is that the everyday person with their own tools, like same as we did, because there's been so many occasions doing the stuff that we've been doing in the stock market in the past few years.
Yeah.
Many occasions where we won, period. We freaking won.
Setup was good,
we
man.
crushed it. We outsmarted these people, and we should have made millions, period.
Oh, but no. Jerome Powell's got to come up, wake up the next day, and say some stupid ass crap.
Is that
and turn it upside down.
I don't even want to say Jerome Powell. All of them in that group over there.
It's a system. Like,
yes.
I'm telling you, man, STAKK has one of the best technical analysis. If you have not signed up for it, you should.
I mean,
this is not even called time in the market.
Listen, I don't even like to be arrogant, okay? I'm not even trying to be arrogant, but the time, energy, and money that we committed to becoming some of the best at what we do cannot be argued with. You understand? There is a certain point in time where you have to be confident in your craft, otherwise nobody will believe. Like Double O was saying there, we have put out some of the best technical analysis, some of the best geopolitical predictions. The videos are here on YouTube, man. It's not even a matter of questioning it. We won. We're still winning. Not just us, but all of us as a people are winning. As Bitcoiners, especially, we are winning. I take the situation where China banned Bitcoin miners and Bitcoin kept going as a major win. If you roll further back, I take the block size wars with the split into Bitcoin Cash as a win for Bitcoin. The fact that the SEC has not been able to stop Bitcoin, or these people have not been able to directly tax Bitcoin unless you snitch on yourself, it's a win. The fact that no one has been able to hack this thing so far, still running with 99% uptime, okay? This is a win. These are the things that are building the confidence of Bitcoin into society. So when people like Dave Ramsey or Peter Schiff sit there and say it does not have any backing or history, guess what, man? Money has a history. And money has changed form so many times. This is the continuation of that history. It's no longer gold. It's no longer paper or plastic. It is now digital money, representative of the times that we live in. The digital times, or the technology age. Where are we now?
Technology, digital revolution. That's exactly what we're in, man.
All right. Go ahead, brother.
The funny part with what you're saying too is that each time money has changed, it's because somebody has either decided to take it over or manipulate it.
Yeah.
And then people had fought back against that situation, and now we have a new form of money.
New form, exactly.
But the last form of money that got us into the money that we're in now actually was a cheat code. You know, World War II, Brentwood Agreement, getting up the gold standard. You know what was funny?
What was that?
Blinken, the U.S. Secretary, was saying the other day on national TV that the BRICS are trying to break the international monetary form. I'm like, who told you, or who gave you the right to say that you guys created the international monetary standard? Like, some rich people sat together in the room and had the Brentwood Agreement, and then one day the U.S. president woke up and said, "No, you have the gold standard." That does not create an international monetary standard or law or policy that everybody have to create by. The entire world have to agree to it.
Hey, listen.
So how do you say somebody's trying to break it?
You know, at the beginning of this video, he said something that, what's this guy here? Cancel clothing.
Yeah, Ian.
Yes, Ian. He's saying that he should be careful because the stuff he's saying is stuff that can unalive people.
Yep.
And I said that from ashes we rise, and back to ashes we shall return, or dust we shall return.
Yep.
This monetary system, okay, rose from the ashes of these shady people from this Bretton Woods agreement. And guess what?
It's gonna go back into
it is time for it to descend back into ashes. They say everything that goes up must come down. I mean, this is natural law, man. It's just happening to the dollar. Accept it, embrace it, and change your strategy. Anything else?
Hey, it's not gonna come easy though. I mean, we here talking about it. It's gonna impact us as well. It's just what needs to happen.
Hey, that's why it's called a war.
Yeah, exactly right.
Hey, it's not gonna be easy. All right, let's push
Not our
on.
fault if you YOLO'd so much money into the other side of that trade that you're going to go bankrupt if you lose. It's not our fault if the banks have been gambling behind the scenes and are going to go under if they lose. Not my job to prop up criminal financial institutions. Sorry. If you didn't want the market to be irrational, maybe you shouldn't have made it legal to manipulate it. I mean, we're all just playing by the rules that you guys set up. So just remember, whether or not you're invested in GameStop right now, there are two teams. One team is composed of hundreds of thousands of regular investors that just want to do well by their families and give a big fuck you to the managerial class that's been screwing everybody over. And the other side is all the bankers and politicians and regulators that have been profiting off of your demise since before you were born and doing Lord knows what else with all that extra money they're accruing. So
Yeah, we know what I mean.
I will have this to say though.
Yep.
And I think I was saying this on X the other day. And we talked about this before we started recording this video.
Yeah.
Some people are trying to build the 17th floor where the first floor we've not finished construction of even the foundation.
The first floor, yeah.
The foundation that we believe is the solution to this is the money that nobody controls. Right? And we've seen the capabilities of Bitcoin to do that. So stop trying to build the 17th floor with DeFi, GameFi, and all that madness, because as you can see, that is the major problem.
Yes.
Right? And in solving that problem, what we should all be focusing on is that first floor. What else?
If you have a solid first floor, you can build as far as you want, and you don't have to be worried about rock pools. You don't have to be worried about the SEC deciding tomorrow that something that you've been investing in is now a security. You don't have to worry about whatever sort of crazy strategies they will come up with for taxation. Say, for example, right? I can imagine a situation where where a law enforcement agency reaches out to the founder of a coin and say, "Hey, we see this person moving some money. We need you to freeze everything over there."
It already happened. USDT just did that recently.
Okay.
Binance is doing that for them.
Okay.
Coinbase is doing that for them.
So it's not far-fetched, right? And those are the things that make the blockchain space the wild, wild west. And those are the things that we need to resolve first before moving forward. And I think that Bitcoin is a great starting point for that.
At the beginning of, was it 2023, we did that research, and it showed that millennials and Gen X's and Gen Z's are a lot more invested into Bitcoin and the crypto space than they are in the stock market.
Yes.
Because they know that stock market is for the millennials.
Here's what I'll say, man, with Ian
and the baby
here.
boomers.
I'll say this. Ian says that there are two teams. Okay? I will put it this way. There are two teams. The banks. And then those who are holding GameStop in retaliation. I'm also on that team. Okay? In fact, I renewed my membership recently. Okay? But on this team of GameStop, I also want to point out that you also need to make an important separation. because he said those who just want to provide for their families and protect their wealth and so on. While it is nice to be fighting back against the system, right? It is war. It is not going to be easy. You also want to have alternate strategies that will allow you to still protect your wealth. Not for whenever these people decide that they're going to finally let the baton go and lose this situation here. And I think that this is where Bitcoin comes in.
Imagine they froze the exchange 38 times. Bitcoin comes in. Can they freeze Bitcoin 38 times in one day?
They cannot freeze Bitcoin at all. Yeah. See, I know that some people say, oh, well, they can manipulate the price. Yes. They can manipulate the price through massive purchases and sales to FOMO or, essentially force people into selling. This is what they do. However, as the adoption of the Bitcoin continues, it becomes more difficult to manipulate that price.
Trojan, baby.
Okay, you're going to have to buy a crap ton more. And I will tell you this, these people do not even hold half of the supply of Bitcoin. Do you know how much of the stocks in the market today belong to all these big corporations?
70% of Bitcoin holders are retail, just like you and I.
Okay.
Unlike the stock.
Listen, these people own 50% of the stock market, bro. If they want to dump it all, they will dump it. You know what? They can actually unlock this black pool, release the GameStop stocks, close their positions, and everyone makes a bunch of money. Where are they going to cash it out to? Into their bank accounts, right? But then they can also be connected to your bank accounts to freeze your bank account. Where are you going to go?
Yes. Okay. And then they will tax you too.
Yeah.
Isn't Biden charging you what? 44% unrealized gains?
Oh, how do you think?
How do you
listen,
win?
They will not lose. They will just move it back and forth and back and forth. However, if you're in Bitcoin, listen.
Wake up, people. Wake up.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to please point your attention to the bottom of the screen here. If you're not subscribed to the channel, yes, please do. Okay. We have a recent video that hit like 130 something thousand views. Shout out to everyone who shared our video. Shout out to everyone who linked it to others. And shout out to all the racist people in that comment section as well. You provided us premium entertainment. We cannot thank you enough. We are also on X as STAKK Fin and Spotify as STAKK. Anything else double O?
That's enough, bro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, brazen out.
Double O.
Hey.
Sun God.